Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex on pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that.
All right.
All right, guys. So we were recording this. I want to say about the other day, but unfortunately we weren't able to get it out in sync as far as how it came out. Right?
Right. Yeah, we gotta run it back. Shoot.
Got to run it back. How do I sound, by the way? Do I sound horrible? Sound better?
You sound lower,
Okay.
but it's still you still sound you can still be heard though.
Okay. Give me 1 second. How do I sound?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So we had this article that came out. I want to say the day before today, and it's from the Bleacher Report. It's called Triple H and WWE's growing Cody Rhodes problem. We
Right.
already recorded doing our take on it. We're gonna re-record it again and maybe refresh our minds quite a bit to
Mm-hmm.
read it. So I'm gonna reread it, and Beezy's going to stop me after I reread. If anything catches his attention, we'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about it. All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. Triple H and WWE's growing Cody Rhodes problem. The biggest question among WWE fans for years was who would eventually replace Roman Reigns as the face of the franchise. Once Triple H came to power as a company in 2022, it quickly became apparent that Cody Rhodes was the rightful heir to the throne. Despite taking longer than originally expected, Rhodes' grand coronation upon beating Reigns and ending his historic 4-year run as undisputed WWE Universal Champion at WrestleMania 40 couldn't have been better executed. A star was born, and a new era was officially underway.
Right.
However, one of WWE's biggest weaknesses, regardless of the regime, has always been in the follow-up.
Right.
Rhodes was
There you
largely
go.
booked to have a great Rhodes was largely booked to have a great championship reign over the next year
Uh huh.
and remain beloved by the audience, only to have most of his goodwill ruined during his horribly botched feud with John Cena going into WrestleMania 41.
Right.
He has since regained the gold, but hasn't been the same, resulting in a recurring problem WWE seems to be struggling to both address and rectify.
Right.
The American Nightmare can still be salvaged as WWE's premier babyface, but it's imperative action is taken before it's too late.
Hold up. They saying
Hold
that
on.
it can be salvaged.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think I'm review.
All
I
right.
think I'm. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to tell you to read what you're trying to comment on. It says the American Nightmare can still be salvaged as WWE's premier babyface, but it's imperative action is taken before it's too late.
What you think the action would be if that's the case?
Well, basically, they listed out 5 suggestions for how his run could be a lot better.
Mm.
I don't have to get into by reading some more, but
Go ahead.
what do you think so far?
I don't. I mean, to choose him out of everybody on the roster, to choose him is crazy.
Hmm.
That's just my thought. But go ahead,
Yeah.
continue. We'll get
Well,
into it.
oh yeah, for sure. So number one, an alarming lack of credible, compelling challengers. Something I pointed out
We pointed out
last
year
year.
ago, last year.
I've
Yeah.
been pointing this out for so dang on long.
Hmm.
And you'll get into my reasons why probably in a minute. Rhodes has only been undisputed WWE champion for just over 3 months since getting the belt back from John Cena at SummerSlam, and already his reign has grown stale. Drew McIntyre was the perfect first challenger for Rhodes coming out of SummerSlam, given their history as partners and how their careers have paralleled each other. But the underwhelming ending to their outing at WrestlePalooza didn't leave fans anxiously anticipating a rematch. By the way, I've got on record to say WrestlePalooza is by far the worst WWE show pay per view this whole entire year.
Oh, okay, this year. I was about to say, I thought
Yes.
you were just talking about the worst pay per view. Period. Like, nah,
No, this year. This
nah.
year.
Yeah, but this year I get it.
This year. And it's not because the matches weren't really good. It's just the hype and that's like I don't know the randomness of it to me was very off.
Okay.
And some things didn't go according to plan. I think Jey Uso may have got concussed during that match against the Vision.
Oh yeah, they said
But
that.
luckily, yeah, something was going with that. Punk and AJ Park and Seth and Becky did, they did a great thing. I didn't necessarily like the whole idea of squashing John Cena with Brock Lesnar, to be honest with you.
That was horrible.
And I didn't like the finish really with Cody and Drew, but it still was a pretty good match. I thought it was pretty good. I can understand why people were disappointed about it though, and why they didn't want to see no more. But yeah, despite that, McIntyre and Rhodes resumed their rivalry heading into the November 1st installment of Saturday Night's main event, where the champion again emerged victorious and clean fashion. Change that word clean to dirty fashion because he did not win that clean. He did not win that clean.
At
That
all.
man hit the steel chair with a DDT on Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
and then capitalized by hitting him with the crossroads. That man did not win clean. But pieces on. I didn't write this, so
Right.
I can question the logic all I want, but I didn't write it. So, why is hold on, Beezy, give me 1 second. Okay, okay, cool. Okay. The abysmal booking of the Scot has killed his credibility, and worse yet, there's no one else waiting in the wings for the next shot. SmackDown's main event scene is depleted to the point where not a single superstar stands out as being a remotely interesting option. Rhodes works exceptionally well as the fine babyface champion, but without a worthy foil, his title run is doomed to fall flat.
Right.
It's more of an issue with the blue brand on the whole than it is Rhodes himself, but it will ultimately reflect poorly on the American Nightmare and her standing with the audience when he isn't involved in anything considered compelling.
Mm.
So I'm gonna stop right there. I want you to talk about that.
Like I said from the beginning, I don't think he was the one that they should have chose to be the next baby face for the situation anyway. I don't know, but I think I said this. I brought this up yesterday when I said about how they're right now are really focusing on pushing the people that they got back from AEW to put them to the top. That's what it looked like. When you got Jay, when you got CM Punk, you got Cody, and then you got what's the name from TNA? I think he's at TNA, right? Or NXT,
Oh,
the other champ.
oh yeah, the NXT, Ricky Stanks.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ricky
that's what
Stanks.
I think. I think that's where they're dropping the ball at because they're not focusing on the roster for real at hand. They're focusing on showing AEW that they could do better work with their characters that they had, or their players that they had, which is crazy because. But then again, what we brought up yesterday, which I brought up, I said I think they're doing this because they want to make sure that this whole year is about John. So a lot of stuff that actually happened, they're just throwing stuff together just to make it through the year, so that everything still focuses and relies on John Cena.
Yes.
I think everything else spins off after Saturday Night Main Event is when everything else kicks back in. But right now,
hmm
everything is so left. You don't know because they focus on just John.
I said a year ago that one of my main criticisms about Cody Rhodes' first run for world champion was that his challengers were not threatening enough. They didn't
Well, we said
hold.
that we said that when he won the first time. They said
That's,
that.
that's what I'm
What was it?
saying.
Not last year,
That's
but
what
the
I'm
year
saying.
before when his hardest challenger was Solo. That was at SummerSlam. I
Yes.
was there for that. Other than that, he ain't
hmm
had no competition for real.
Agreed. Agreed.
I just want to know why they picked Cody Rhodes out of all people. They could have had a
You
couple
know,
other faces.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna agree. Like, it was to the point where, okay, when you really look at it like this, no one bought in the idea of Ace being here for that belt.
Right.
Not Logan Paul either.
Nope.
Um, Solo to a degree because of the bloodline that he had formed, but no. And then I think Kevin Owens may have been his best one in terms of an actual feud and the matches that they put on together, right? I
Right.
think that was the best thing that came out of his overall title run. And then the John Cena loss came around and it happened. So, yeah, there were some multiple factors as to one reason why it didn't work. But besides that, one of the issues was you don't have any really good bad guys, or I'll put it this way really good guys that could take his title off. Okay, for instance, if Brock Lesnar had earned a title shot against Cody Rhodes for the world title, could you see him being Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
I mean, there you go, right? Because he's believable. Brock Lesnar, we know through Brock Lesnar's history, that man rarely ever loses it, but when he does, it does it means something, right? But when
Right.
he wins, we know Brock Lesnar's going dominant. So if Cody Rhodes was a challenge, was defending belt against Brock Lesnar, he's only going to go off the ring for sure. He's
True.
definitely going to struggle. Which, by the way, the WWE should want that because that makes wrestling all the more compelling when you're watching and seeing Cody Rhodes is going to get the belt back by
True.
being Brock Lesnar, the bad guy, right? Essentially. So that's how that helps. Number two, the invisible booking will continue to do damage. All right. So I'm gonna say this one more time. How you doing?
I don't work here. I'm just dropping off uniforms.
Okay,
I
go
don't
ahead.
work here.
That's fine. I'm fine, man. That's
I
hilarious.
let Silas know.
Okay, sweet. No
All right.
problem.
Have a good one.
You too, bro. The invincible booking will continue to do damage. All right. All right.
Got
That's
it.
what we said last time, so you bear with me.
Great.
The biggest mistake WWE made with John Cena and Roman Reigns during their respective rises to the top was over pushing them at the expense of everyone else on the roster. Cena and Reigns were the right people at the right time, but their booking did them no favors and hardly endeared them to the fans. They won far more than they should have, especially in situations where they should have lost or at least them made to look more vulnerable. All
Right.
right, we'll pause right there. We, yeah, man. That's a three right there.
Yeah.
You believe this is true?
I think so. And I think, like they said, I think Cody going down that same rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I think he is. I don't know. I think that comes with long reigning champions.
Yes. All right. No, you're good.
You know what I'm
No,
saying? It comes
yes,
with
yes,
that. If you would just
yes.
have a champion every 3 months or whatever, then I don't think they would run into this problem. But to have somebody keep the belt for a long period of time is the problem. That's becoming an issue. Not even,
Yes.
and you talking about the main title, not even just, you know what I'm saying, a regular. You talking about the main joint. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
holding it for 4 years, like
Right.
you got it. That's cool, but it created a bloodline. Have a good
Some
one.
clothes in there.
You
He
know what I'm
probably
saying?
over a bag of clothes or something
Like,
like that.
yeah, like it created.
You're from clothes. Somebody took him through. Yeah, he had bro, he had red bags and he put him over there. He said for a uniform for like Iron Deal, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. But yeah, man. No, I'm in agreement. I think the issue with that is it shows that the WWE isn't trying to be different. As much as Hunter has a different vision for how he sees WWE, he's not so much different from Vince McMahon.
He
And I
not
hate saying that. I really do hate saying that because I don't want to give that guy any credit for it. I'm sorry. Like, this man did WWE so poorly over the last few years. It's hard for me to give that man some credit for how great he did it. But with that said, man did have some aspects of his work, of his business that didn't work.
right.
It's just that Hunter took it and decided to go, okay, what is the biggest issue with WWE's booking right now?
That's a fact.
We need long term storytelling.
That's a fact.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with having long term storytelling, but at the
Right.
same that time, at what risk do you keep doing it over and over when it's not as compelling or as interesting as it was when you did it last time?
That's a fact.
Like, we need better stories to turn out.
That's a fact.
Like, pro wrestling can always be
No
done
problem.
differently in multiple different ways, right?
Right.
If you look at the stories right now, what Dougie tells us this. Okay, we got a story with the El Gran Americano on Monday Raw. There's a story with Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. There's a story with CM Punk in the Vision. There's a story with Jay Uso. Is he going to turn heel? Is he not going to turn heel?
Right.
There's
I'm
these
making right.
stories,
Never.
and they're not bad. But let me ask you, BZ, has it really? I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like 2025 has been a year where WWE has somewhat kind of had ups and downs altogether.
I agreed.
So,
I agreed with that until
like,
I seen the vision of what they was doing. I'm like, all right, well, they're trying to make sure that no story or nothing is bigger than the John Cena story. And now it makes sense. So now I'm like, yo, that don't count. It's just a Cena season.
mm,
The year of the Cena.
hmm.
It's just the year of John Cena. So
So you're
now
saying
everything,
basically,
like, think
I
about it.
got you. I got you.
If they push that Roman Reigns match, if they push the Roman and Rock, and if they pushed all of that, then John Cena's retirement would get overlooked.
Mm, that's good, man. You said what I'm listening?
No, I said that if they would have pushed like the Roman, like the way just Larry be talking, that he like, yo, they should push Jay, or they should have Roman
Right.
versus Rock, and this, and this. If all of that stuff happens, it overshadows John Cena's retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to keep everything basic to make sure that John Cena is the only thing that they talk about all year. And when he was the heel, that's what they
Yeah.
were talking about all year. Then when he came a face again, it was all year. So even though the battles that you had, when you got Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and you had all of that, but it still came back to John Cena. So they did this on purpose.
Yeah.
At first, I've looked at it like, man, this is terrible. But now looking at the vision of what they did, they wanted to make sure that all eyes was on him the whole year. They completed the objective.
In other words, they were going to go, we're going to sacrifice what we really want
Yep.
to do what's needed to do another good one, bro.
Yep.
For and more to Iron Johnson.
Yep.
I agree with that. I
No,
ain't gonna say to an extent.
the
To an
question,
extent.
the
I
question,
ain't gonna say that.
the question people should ask is John Cena worth it?
Ooh, oh boy. That's a very loaded question for you to ask, Beezy.
Yeah,
Jeez.
if he's worth it,
Man.
if he's worth it, then everything that they
Man.
did this year, it counted. But if he's not worth it, then everybody would complain about what they did this year.
I would say there is definitely been some complaints. Has his run been perfect? No. But that's the thing about this world. People gotta stop with this idea of envisioning that it's going to go perfect. There's no such thing as anything going perfect. I don't care how great of a star you are. Sting had, people forget the whole Sting coronation for him winning the WWE World Heavyweight title from Hulk Hogan at Starrcade was horribly botched. You want to talk about something that was botched? For a guy who went through this whole pro gimmick, the thing for 2 years where he didn't even show up and didn't even wrestle, and he's like hiding in the Dingle Raptors, and have a good one. And that was their payout because Hogan didn't want to do business, and he didn't know if he wanted to let go of the belt or not. It was some stupid nonsense. I'm not going to tell you all that went down. We'd be here all day. My point I'm trying to get at is, even your grace have an off night. Even the ones that you look up and say my quote unquote idols, by the way, I don't believe in that idea of having idols, but you have an idol or you have somebody that you have as a role model, understand that they're going to have moments where they fall short. They're not going to be the same forever. Johnson is 48 years old. You can't expect Johnson to be 25, 26, 27 and wrestle the way he did during the Doctor of Thugonomics era. It's just not going to happen, bro. Like, the older you get, the more you're going to show shades of your former self, but you won't be able to show shades of your new self because your body is going to organically change over time. So Johnson can't wrestle the same way he wrestled. With that said, the question that you just asked is, has it been worth it? And in my opinion, you want my answer?
I asked you the question.
Yes,
I agree.
yes. Because although imperfect, a lot of things happened this year that was like, what? Bro, John Cena gave us moments that we're gonna look back on in 2025 and go, dang, he went out with a complete bang.
Yep.
He went out with a complete bang. To
Yep.
the point where every time he comes out to the crowd, it's loud cheers, no more boos, all like that, for real.
Yep.
Let me see. He turned heel. He starts apart. First of all, no, he was babyface at first, turned
Yep.
heel, went back to baby, and all in the same year. Won the WWE World Title for 17th time. Won the Ice Title for the Grand Slam Championship. You know what I'm saying? Hold
Yep.
on, bro. Give me one second. Um, had numerous great moments. I think the Cody Rhodes match at SummerSlam to RBDB, you can argue and say that was his best. You can also argue Logan Paul. You can also argue AJ Styles. I like how Brock Lesnar. To me, I was like, bro, really? But you know, it is what it is, right?
Right.
The him and Ray Orton, and their past rivalry was talked about. Him and CM Punk's past rivalry was talked about. The pipe bomb he did on CM Punk. Come on,
Crazy.
man. Listen. This man gave us a great year
Yep.
of not only some good to great matches, but he gave you some really good to great moments you will never, ever. He cut Logan Paul microphone. You see
Yeah.
that promo something he did on Logan?
Yep.
Bro, he absolutely eviscerated him twice on the microphone. It was crazy. See that man? That man said it came out this mouth. It was wild. But anyways, yeah, see, he did this all in the span of 1 year. And thank God he didn't get himself hurt and tore anything apart with his weakness in his body, none of that stuff. So he's doing okay for himself. So that's all you can really ask for. I mean, like, sure, people, one people are gonna go and say like, well, we could have gotten Edge, and why couldn't he face Kurt Angle or something? Like, if you were looking him to face some of the older guys, get out here, bro.
Right.
Because he was not going to get a John Cena versus Undertaker match. I'm sorry, it was not going to happen. He was not going to get a John Cena versus Triple H match. Sorry, not going to happen. Like Shawn Michaels, not going to happen. Like no. So you shouldn't come into the mindset of thinking that was going to be the case. And that's one of the reasons why you thought his run this year was absolutely horrible. Bro, get out of here, bro. Get out my face. Get out my face, bro. You talking nonsense. Seriously. It was going to be that.
Wait, what?
Because people are already planning for it. Here's another thing too, Beezy. People are already planning for Cena to face Chris Jericho and Edge. They want the match so bad.
Why y'all moving so damn slow?
Yeah. So I agree with it.
Yeah,
I
bro.
agree, but and even when at the beginning of the year when people were saying he wasn't putting on good matches.
Right.
Have a good one. I think a lot of people was the reason why he wasn't putting on good matches was a lot of heels they do a lot of cheating, so they don't put on a lot of good matches on purpose. And I think
Yes.
for John
Very
Cena
deliberate.
being the age that he is, he didn't cut
Yes.
on. He saved the best matches for when he turned back face. Because ever since he turned
Right.
back face, every match that he did was epic. AJ Styles,
Yes.
epic.
Exactly.
The what was it? The Cody
Thank you
Rhodes,
for pointing that out too.
epic.
So true.
All that stuff was
So
epic.
true.
Every match that
So
he did
true.
since he turned back turned back face, was been top 5 matches that we didn't seen in years.
Because he gave you what you wanted.
It gave you what you wanted for one, and for two, it's because he
Yep.
saved all the energy for the right time because he's on his last leg.
Yes. And plus, this is a wrestling one-on-one. When you're a heel, you're not
You
supposed to
don't got to
look
give him
cool in your
everything.
matches.
Exactly, exactly.
You're not supposed to get. If I do a Spanish fly and go to the top rope to do a 630 senton, you're not going to go boo. You're going to go whoa. That
Right.
was awesome. That was
Yeah.
freaking cool. So he did everything on purpose. Him kicking. Although I couldn't understand his finish, I understand it now. See that kicking people in the groin, in the balls, right?
Yeah.
To win his matches now makes all the more sense because he was going, because remember, he kept saying over and over, I'm here to ruin wrestling. I'm here to ruin wrestling. I'm here to ruin wrestling. So you're not so when he comes around, the idea was, I'm gonna ruin wrestling for you. I'm about giving you what you want. You're gonna get what you need, and you're gonna either like it, love it, hate it, dislike it, in between, whatever. I'm
Right.
still gonna be me. And the goal was initially was for him to retire as the world champion and since all anybody commanded that belt. That was
Right.
his initial goal. But then
Right.
Cena started realizing over time that it wasn't, although he was mad at this and maybe there was some truth for it wasn't really him,
Right.
right? which is why you got the whole Cody Rhodes follow and things like that. People who didn't buy it, everyone was like, oh, I don't know, maybe see blah 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 blah. And then we see Somerset, I'm like, wow, he really didn't screw Cody. He gave him what Cody wanted.
Right.
Cena realized at that moment in time, this is all an act. It's not me. And I was thinking it because of being of corruption and money and status, and felt like I couldn't be the scene of yesterday, which was true, but it brought him back. So Cody Rhodes said, I need that version back. And I think that inspired him to go, you know what, he's right. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, anyways, but yeah, it's all storytelling. Like, if you want to talk about storytelling, that's all that way it is. Seeing this thing, and it was great. But, anyways, so yes, I agree. It has been working. Everything that's been done this year in 2025, where they had everybody starting storylines and starting players or whatever, whoever pieces on the chessboard. Yes, it was working. It was.
Yeah, it
In
was.
spite
Yep.
of in spite of how I look up about this year, and I can point out what I didn't necessarily like about 2025, I can't go, you know what? It was all that bad. When you
Yeah.
talk about Cena, of course, right? More so
Yeah.
for Cena. But anyways,
Yeah. They
um,
made sure no match was bigger than his match or whatever match he has
yes,
done. Unless
yep,
CM Punk and them was doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, we would see CM Punk and them put on a good match, and then all of a sudden they'd go left, and then CM Punk and them won't be there. And we like, what the heck going on? I'm like, because it's not about them this year. It's about John Cena. Can't let
yep,
him. They can't let him shadow the situation. So they did this
and
perfect for the rollout. They did it perfect.
and and guess what? The guys backstage who are working with Cena or didn't get a chance to be working with Cena, with regards to what,
They
they're happy
agreed.
for him.
Yep, they
They're with him.
agreed. They agreed with
They're
all
with
of them.
him.
They like, yeah, no, he deserves it.
Because he's been it. Because think about it for this reason, right? John Cena was able to do professional wrestling so long. He done did it longer than Bruno Sammartino. He done did it longer than Andre the Giant, may God rest his soul. He done did it longer than Hulk Hogan. He done did it longer than Steve Austin, The Rock. He done did it longer. I guess the Undertaker. Undertaker is up there. But what regardless, you got a point. Like as a baby, as a top guy for as long as he's been in the WWE, he held it down for 20 plus years. That's a long time to be in quote unquote the face before they go, Roman Reigns is our new face, and you're just there as our, quote unquote older face. But he's still been active, right?
Right.
And even when he wasn't active, it was still like, okay, yeah, you can make the case John Cena, boom, boom, boom. So with that said, for this to be his last year, this is like, how many years has John Cena been a wrestler? Is it 20 plus, 25, 24,
20 or something.
23, something like that? But
That's
regardless of how many years it is,
7,300
good
days.
Lord. Wow. Wow.
That's a lot of days.
Wow, that's a lot of days. That's a lot of days. Sometimes people that have a shelf life, they don't be making past like a 40 or 45. Thank God he's still around to be 48. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like people sometimes they life cut short. I'm just keeping it real. Like I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not pushing nobody else. Putting on nobody. I'm just saying like sometimes you don't know how long you're gonna be able to last that long.
Right.
But he managed to last really long. So he's doing his thing. Have a good one, bro. Yes, sir. Going back to Cody. Rhodes is slowly but surely entering that same territory, referring to the invisible storyline being looking. It's a miracle he's managed to keep the fans on his side since returning to WWE over 3.5 years ago. But by being portrayed as invisible, he's becoming less relatable, instead embodying everything the common viewer resents about whoever WWE positions as their face of the company. Rhodes needs to drop the championship every so often to ensure he doesn't get stagnant. I agree. This is what John Cena did too.
Right.
Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin did the same thing too. It's why he kept him so fresh. Because when they were champion, yeah, now people, yeah, they didn't do that. Because I remember growing up when I was watching wrestling from like around John Cena's time. I didn't come up around the 90s, unfortunately. I just didn't, right? But I watched the matches, of course, from that time. But I didn't come up around the time. You did, right? With that said, I felt like with John Cena, what I look about John Cena as W's face and him being the world champion is John Cena always had a threat to him.
Right.
He always had a threat. Whether it's somebody twice his size, stronger than him. I mean, I can go on. Umaga, Great Khali, Bobby Lashley. I know you don't like him. Big Show, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker had a good one, bro. Like, that's, oh, okay, cool. Oh, Undertaker, okay, thank you. Right, right. We're talking about Undertaker. But,
Oh wow.
like I said, um, he had people lined up for him, and WWE always made sure to keep people lined up for him. Where you was going to go, he was going to win or he was going to lose. The greatest thing about it was you never knew if he was going to win or lose. You just had to watch, pay attention, and see. That's all it was.
Right.
Batista was also a great, guy for him to feud with. So I'm saying, and these guys, they look believable. Cody Rhodes don't got believable guys because WWE won't put in believable guys for him to go after. And it's hard for me to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Like
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre is a believable threat, but because Drew has lost now 13 times. This is crazy. 13 times going after the World Heavyweight title. His credibility has hurt. It's hurt himself.
Yeah.
Right. Right. There you go, man. Take care now. You too. Appreciate you, man. You too. Thank you, man. Yeah. Um. So yeah. Rose didn't drop it. Oh, I already said that. Okay. Anyways, number three. This is a topic that you and Larry always call for. It's still too soon for a heel turn.
I don't know why they think it's too soon for it.
Okay. Well, it actually got good reasoning for it. Rose has proven in the past he has an end to being an incredible heel, though it's been over 7 years since he was last in that role, right? He's a
Yeah.
face for his entire tenure in all the wrestling, which I already touched on about what was going on with that situation I talked to you last time. And has had no reason to return for as long as he's been back in WWE. That hasn't stopped fans from fantasy booking. You too, man. That doesn't stop fans from fantasy booking, by the way, fans as in Larry and Beezy, but I'm joking, by the way. From fantasy booking his eventual heel turn, however. Not only has Rose admitted to it being inevitability, he's even embraced the idea, saying he may have only a year or two left as a babyface. In reality, WWE should only turn him when it's absolutely necessary. And there's no need for it to be anytime soon based on recent crowd reactions. Okay, my pause right there. BZ, you're the floor, my guy.
So they're saying not to turn them because of crowd reaction. Now, I did say this the other day. I did say like it's hard to turn him and Jay right now when you got them on commercials, you got them with standing
Mm-hmm.
with kids and stuff. But then again, if we play
Yep.
the other way, John Cena did the same thing
Yes.
with that kid in the green shirt. Y'all never forget that. That kid in the green, he turned on them like,
No, he's a red shirt. He's
yeah,
a
red
red
shirt, but
shirt.
you did never forget
Yes.
that. That kid that
Oh,
was
he's
in
in
the
the green shirt. I
crowd,
don't
like
know.
them,
I don't
you know what I'm
remember.
saying? They won't
Yeah.
never forget that. But that happened, and John Cena is one of the biggest baby faces of all time. So if he could do it if you could do it for John Cena, then you could definitely do it with Cody and Jay. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? But I'm just saying, is it worth it? Now, does both of them need a change? I don't mean to bring Jay into this, but they both need a change for real. Because that Yeet Mania is dang near over with. I hate to say it.
You think it's over?
It don't feel the Yeet feel don't feel the same no more. I tell you that.
Interesting. I wonder how you come to that so far. Do you
It
think
just
that?
don't. It
Do
just
you?
I don't know. It just don't.
Let me ask you. Do you think it's because I'm glad you pointed that out because that's interesting. Do you think that's because he lost the world title so suddenly this year?
No, no, no. It ain't that. It ain't
Mm,
that.
what do you
No,
think?
it ain't
What do you
that.
think it is?
I don't know what it is. It ain't that though. It's I don't know what it is, but it just seems
Because when
like.
he's doing his entrance and he's done his entrance, the crowd calls for him to turn it back on, right?
But
So
but
he
but
joins the
but
knee dances.
I no. I think that's because that's a part of the segment now. I don't think the crowd is
Right.
doing that. I think that's automatic. I think of you.
No,
If
they did do that. They did do that. They were calling for it.
what I'm saying is this, they could do the same
But go
thing for
ahead, go
Seth
ahead.
Rollins. It's the same thing as singing Seth Rollins music when his music stopped. It's the same thing.
Mm,
The only difference is they don't turn Seth
okay.
Rollins music back on. They just
No,
let
they
the
don't.
crowd do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a thing now. So every time Jay Uso comes out right now and he stands right there in
Right.
the ring, The crowd calls
Right.
for it, but that's automatic. That's a part of his theme music now. That's it. Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
can't do it without it now because that's what it is. But that doesn't mean that
Yeah.
everybody. That don't mean that they're calling for it every single time. Now it's a
No.
thing that happens on its own. So now it's like, all right, well that's not
Yeah, it
as
happened organically.
crazy
It happened
before.
sometime this year. It happened sometime
It
this year. I
happened
forget
one time
what month.
organically,
Right,
and then
and
ever
then
since then it started happening all the time. Even when he
it
came
popped
down
back
with
on its
Jimmy,
own. Yup,
even when he came down with
exactly.
Jimmy, and they call for it again. And then whenever
Like
they
in the
called it for it
bottle.
again, I'm like, that's cool. But at the same time,
Right,
like, they can do that for everybody that like the theme music. Everybody's theme music
right.
that's likable. They could do the same. Actually, they are doing it for everybody. They just not calling for their music again. They just continue to keep singing their music after the music is off. The only difference with Jay
You
Uso
too.
is he telling them to play it back.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like it's still. I mean, it's still lit nonetheless. Don't get it twisted. It's still lit, but it's
Right,
just
for sure.
it's
Absolutely.
now. It's like now it's like it's forced. Like I want to see if when he do it, is the crowd gonna call it without it already being a thing now?
Mm,
Because
mm.
now it's automatically a thing. Even if he don't want to do it, he know the crowd is gonna do it because it's a part of the segment now. So that's why it's like,
Yeah.
well, the crowd ain't calling it no more. It's a part of the segment. So you can't really. You're gonna stand in the middle of the ring. The crowd is gonna start hyping it up and be like, "Oh, play it again, play it again." It's
Right.
automatic. We already know this is about
Yes.
to happen. We
Yeah, for
already know.
sure.
So now it's not even an organic thing no more. It's in the play. Hey, be ready to
Yeah.
remake them.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So come
Right.
on. That's why it's
Yeah, of
like, all
course.
right, well, and now that's a force. Now that's a forced situation. Now it's like, okay, now
Right,
they're
but
forcing it.
it's also but it's because that yeah, but it's because they also are influenced by the crowd participation. So like the crowd itself is going, please give it to us back. Because in their mind, like the crowd or wrestling crowds are very, how can I say this? I'm not gonna say impressionable. That's not like the right word to use. But they don't. Okay, I'm gonna even give it a term. I would just say like this: they're very much like we want to have fun, right? If you're at the show live and you're seeing people live, you probably want to like low key get hyped, right? You want to have fun because that's the new wave now. Like people want to get turned nowadays, and nobody's going. I want to hear a bar. I want to hear you rap bar, BZ. I'm just saying, BZ. I'm not saying that this is okay for you because people will actually love you rapping, but like because you don't probably do like that turn track style, like how people love the hip hop nowadays. They go, oh, man, come on, give me some hype, man. Where's that banger at? I want a blast in the car, right? By the way, we can already give it to him. We just gonna rap. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah.
But that's a perception of how people view things nowadays. What I would say right now with Jay Uso is like his theme song and the dance, the yeet thing gets them so hyped to the point where they're going, oh, um we need him to do it again because we're not tired of having fun with him. So they're like, have play back, and to your point, have no guarantee. But yes, you're right. It is a bit of a force because the WWE already have it lined up just in case
Yeah.
they call for it. It's just that they're so anticipating it for it to happen. So he does the, thing with his fingers where it's like, run it back.
But that's the
I love,
thing.
I, I love it. I
But
love
that
it though. But
but
yes,
but
but
that's
it's
the,
just there.
but that's the
Yeah.
thing. The
Hmm.
WWE has it queued up. It ain't a just in case. It's automatic. That's why I don't count no more.
Oh, I got
There's
you.
never
I
gonna
got
be a
you.
time where the
I got
crowd
you.
ain't gonna ask for it. You know what I mean? Like it ain't never gonna be a time
Hmm.
like that. So now it's automatic. So with it being automatic, it's not organic. The WWE already got it
Hmm.
tuned up. They just telling Jay, all right, go, spin your hands. And Jay could be
Right.
like, but they're not asking for it. Oh well, we're giving it to them. Spin it back. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So it's like now you're giving them what they didn't even ask for. They was
Which,
already
by the
cool.
way, you don't know that being said behind the scenes. You just assume James
Exactly.
was calling for it. And blah blah blah. Yeah, I get you.
Because it's already
I got
penciled
you.
in. So
Right.
it ain't even a just in case. It ain't even like, oh no, we're gonna do it because that's just what they do. You got the best theme song
Right.
in wrestling right now. So yeah, we gonna run that back.
Have a good one. Sure. Yeah, man. That day will come, and when it does, it will be a big deal, and hopefully live up to expectations. It's talking about like Cody's heel turn. Until then, though, WWE should be mindful that Rhodes will need a replacement in that role and to start looking forward to a positive one. And we start looking toward the future now. Basically what this is saying is like this. Okay, say you go, Kurt Rhodes hypothetically turns heel. Say he does it tomorrow
Right.
or later today for Friday, right? SmackDown, right?
Mm,
He turns heel. Who do you have in place to be the top baby going against his heel? And I know you said you ain't sorry, BJ. I know you said you ain't sorry. And I actually
I
love to
can if
make
he a
sorry
heel though.
candidate. There you go. There you go. Oh, that's cool, like a double turn. But then again, you too, man. But then again, no, Drew McIntyre's gonna be away. I forgot about that. Yeah, he's gonna be away. That whole entire suspension thing that they all had pulled, that's due because Drew's gonna be doing some filming for a TV show or something like this. So he's gonna be away for a little bit. No, a movie, I think. He's gonna film some parts or something like that. So he's gonna be away once again, which I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. But okay, with that said, scratch out Drew. Who do you have in place being Memphis? With
Jay.
him on SmackDown though.
Mm,
But at the same time, Wargames is coming up, so you can't necessarily have Cody be a heel either way. I thought about it. I'm tripping about this. He's already involved in Wargames. You can't have him turn heel. Nah, because then you get the Vision already being healed, so they can't have that happen. At least not yet. Because he's a part. And you know that kind of part, this part could work. But let's just go for a hypothetical. He's a heel. Who is his face?
mm, uh, Cody's.
I know you won't hate me for you gonna hate me. You got off your boy. I know you gonna hate me. Not hate me. Hate the idea of me saying this, right? But what if it becomes Sami Zayn? What?
Yeah, I think it would be Kevin Owens.
I
I'm
love
not
Kevin
picking.
Owens too.
I'm not picking.
I love Kevin Owens.
And I'm picking Randy. I'm not picking. I'm not picking. I'm not picking Sammy.
The beef continues, you guys. The beef continues. The Beezy not liking Sami Zayn. He won't give the man credit, man.
I don't think nobody on
You
this
know,
show will give him credit. What does he do?
you are hilarious.
Give him credit. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give him credit.
Give him credit. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Give him credit. Because if you feel that he's a fan, if you're a fan of it, explain why he should be the
Uh,
one.
well, the reason why I was saying Sammy was because I'm thinking about who are your baby faces right now for the WWE's programming.
Yeah, when you look
He's
at it,
he's on that roster.
that's what I was saying. Because when I was looking in my head, I'm like, yo, he
Mhm.
can't be Solo. He's a heel. Can't be all these
Right.
people. Can't be. It can only be Sammy or Randy
That's what I was going to say. Sammy, Randy.
or Kevin when he come back.
You can't do Damian Priest. Unfortunately,
Hold
hey,
on,
I like Damian Priest. I don't
but
know you if you can do Damian Priest too. Can you?
it would have to be Kevin because Kevin is the one to put him out. I mean, didn't he take out who took out Kevin?
Randy Orton, Tennessee? No. Wait a
Because
minute. Wait a minute.
when they
Wait
fought
a minute.
outside of Cody's bus,
Kevin Owens was being there on Cody.
and then what happened after that?
They left it
Oh,
on
because he
TV
thought
for weeks.
he put him through that ladder when they had that match. I think it
Yes,
should be
Cody
Kevin.
did. Cody did.
I think it
Cody
should be.
did.
I think it should be Kevin because I think Kevin tried to fight. Didn't Kevin fight him like a couple times and he kept losing?
Yes.
I think it should be Kevin. Yep. I think
Kevin will
if
be
Kev,
made
if
the
if
main
Kevin
face.
comes back early, yeah, he comes back as a face.
Mm.
If he comes back as a face, I think it should be Kevin. If not, I'm
How,
gonna I'm
how
gonna
would you
go I'm
spin
gonna
it
go
though?
Randy,
How do you spin that?
Kevin, or Sammy. That's what I'm gonna say.
How would you spin Kevin Owens being a baby face to Cody Rhodes being the heel?
He been gone. Every time somebody's gone, they don't come back as a heel. They've been gone for too long.
Sometimes they come back as a heel.
Who?
Like, well, Drew, I'll get one.
How long was he gone?
If I say recently,
Because when Drew left that one time when he came back as a face.
well, he did two times. So what happened last year when after he had competed with Punk and he had went away for a couple months, I think he had came back late December. Have a good one, bro. I think like late December or something like that, and he had attacked Jay or something. A good one. And then he kind of like had that feud with Damian Priest, got taken out from that concerto, and then he came back on SmackDown after he started getting with Randy Orton, and he still remained in the heels. Now he was getting cheers, but then eventually that's why he dissipated. So like you'll get the cheers that one week, but then the next week they're kind of like, okay, whatever.
How
But that's just how fans are, obviously, the bigger one.
how long was he gone?
From Daniel Priest,
No,
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Drew.
For about a few months, but not too
That
long.
ain't long enough to make a turn. Kevin been gone long
I
enough to
got
make a
you.
turn. Like if
I got
somebody
you. I got you.
disappears,
I
then
got you.
like
Yeah.
the last time we seen Kevin, Kevin took a picture with Chris Jericho at the one event. It was a hockey match.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's the last time we seen Kevin. We haven't seen Kevin since. So if Kevin comes back, he can
Mm-hmm.
come back as that. Like Seth Rollins right now, he's gone for a minute. We don't know when he's coming back. So when he comes
Mm-hmm.
back, he can come back as a face because he's gone for a little bit. Plus, the vision turned on him. So
Mm-hmm.
all that could be looked at in a different way. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. When people was gone for a little bit, when they come back, we don't know what they're drawing them up as. If they redoing their character, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Because normally it's
Mm-hmm.
always a redo or something, or a new vamp or a revamp or something. Because they did the same thing. Well, they didn't. Well, how did they do Shinsuke?
They just repackaged them.
They just but was he gone first before they packed it to him?
Yeah, but he wasn't gone. Was he
He wasn't
gone
gone
for?
long, no. I don't
He was
think.
gone that long. So he came back and they gave him his things back. So immediately people were like,
Exactly.
oh, the
Yeah.
King Strong style. So that was different on the part. Basically, what they were telling us, they told us by showing the resurgence of who he used to be, right? So when he came back, and I'm like, oh, he's back. And
Yep.
you can clearly tell you everything because they realized that the heel turn
What didn't
that he was
work?
doing with LA Magic, it didn't work. Because he was
They
generating no
didn't push it
reaction for
right
one, and then there you go. They didn't push it right.
because it should have
And
worked.
it could have, yeah, it really should, because the presentation in my opinion, it looked fantastic. It really did.
Right.
Like the way he did the theme song and
Yep.
the mask that he was wearing, like Nakamura looked scary, which I
Heck
love.
yeah. That's
I
perfect.
was loving it. And I was like, really, all you had to do was, as a matter of fact, I even envisioned in my mind, I was like, around the time you could have built a stable around him. Give him like some guys. Give some money.
Yeah.
He could have been like a leader, and then they would have let him to possibly become a recipient at some point.
Yeah.
That's how you will build. That's how you could have built a credible threat to Cody Rhodes. Now you say to yourself, "Oh, sorry, well they did it solo. All right, what makes Nakamura anything different?
Right.
Nakamura is more experienced, easily. He's a veteran in the game, and on top of that, he's a master manipulator. So
Right.
he will possibly beat Cody Rhodes when it comes to the mind games.
Be safe, man.
He will be when it comes to the mind games, and then he will capitalize on victory.
Right.
So for a time, oh man, can you imagine that? That would have been dope.
That's
That
what
would
I'm
have been
saying.
dope. That would have been so dang dope. Oh, you're good. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's what would happen. CM Punk and Jey Uso are both beloved at the moment, but neither will be the guy in WWE 5 years from now. I've been saying 5 years from now. I've been saying 5 years.
I
That's
could
my number.
I could agree, and the reason why I can agree with both of that is because both
Hmm.
of them already was talking. Well, Jey Uso was already talking about retirement anyway, so he won't be around
Right.
for the next 5 anyway. CM Punk, he already older, so I don't expect him to be around in 5 either. So yeah, I could hear why they said that. They
I
literally
want
won't be there.
Larry so bad. I want Larry so bad because Larry be so he be so in denial of this. I be trying to tell him,
Yeah, they too
no,
old to
no,
be trying to
no.
cover.
I'm like,
Too old
okay,
to carry
Larry.
the
I've been
company.
trying to tell you.
Too old to
I
carry the
told
company.
him.
Yeah.
I told him this. Cody Rhodes says he's too old to be carrying a company. And
That's the
then Larry's
reason. That's the reason
40.
why this article. That's why I'll just be like, bro, they should have never chose him in the first place. He too old to carry.
Mm-hmm.
He too old to carry the company, bro. You need a Brown Breaker now at this
Cody,
point. You need somebody like that.
Thank you. Cody will work if he's at least 31, 32.
Yeah,
But sometimes it's better late than never, right? So like he had already The thing of it is before he left the WWE, he almost accomplished everything he had to accomplish there, right?
Yeah.
He just didn't do it half of what he had to accomplish, which was win the world title. And now he's been a two-time he's been a two-time Rumble winner so far, a two-time WWE champion, a Crown Jewel champion, now it's a Crown Jewel champion. Um, and he's been a yeah, he's gonna do all stuff. So, anyways, um, then he says this: Seth Rollins is also closer to the end of his career than the
Yeah.
beginning.
Right.
Yeah, yes. Love Seth. I love to see Seth perform for the next probably 6 years, but I don't know. I don't know. All these injuries pile up on Seth. He might be considered like one of the least. He did do an interview. I saw an interview where he pointed out that he can't go for too long. He already said he can't go for too long at some point. And Roman Reigns is part time at best.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be a recurring theme for Roman. Like I said, comes back for 2 weeks, is gone for the next 4 or 5. For 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It would be premature. So, this is why I love what he said here about Cody, which is always her idea. It would be premature for promotion to find the possibility of a Rhodes heel turn when there's no one ready to immediately move into his spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
But you somewhat kind of like need do you need a younger baby face?
I think you do.
Me too.
The Austin
Okay.
Theory feel. You need that Austin Theory.
Yes. This I'm hearing what I call about Theory, Braun, but Braun's not face, obviously, we know that. Or Carmelo Hayes. Those are my top 3 guys.
Yeah, give me Trick Williams and all them when the NXT people come up. So they're gonna be
But
good.
Trick is a heel. Trick is a heel, though. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. But you're right. Even that can work. Even that can work with no problem. Like, only matter of time between Cool and Trigger.
I hate to say
Yeah.
this because and Larry will hate this comment. Oh,
Oh boy.
Larry
Oh
will
boy. Here we
hate
go.
this comment.
Here we
But
go.
it is not a problem. It is not a
Mm-hmm.
problem to have Logan Paul as the face of the WWE.
Oh boy. Yeah. Get ready. We ready for a long comment that's gonna probably be flooded us or about us. I bet you was saying that.
When they
I bet you was saying that.
when they look at the matches that like anybody in the comment section or whatever that goes against what I'm saying, I respect it. But what I'm saying is this: while you're in the comment section asking that, list me a match where Logan Paul didn't put on.
Facts.
List me one.
Facts. But no,
Let
you know what it is though? No, I'm tell you what it is. I'm glad you pointed it out. You know what it is? 'Cause I've seen people do this before too. Even on YouTube, where they cover Logan Paul. They get so blinded for their hatred for the dude that their feelings a lot of times overshadow what they can point out within facts, right?
right.
And I'm with you. I'm with you. He do be put on. Like if anybody was coming at me in my business and telling me Logan Paul does not be put on, either you hate him so much that you won't give him crap for anything, or you are simply put a hater. You're a hater, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't care. Okay, I get it. If you're black, I don't even want to put that race card, but I gotta do it for this reason.
Right.
If you are my kind, if you are me and Beezy's kind, Beezy, obviously, from the outside looking in,
I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to go. Baby, you showing that's for real to me. And I can't keep it to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know when I load up, I act wild. Like draw four, my screen kicks like a bad child. It's time to relocate, but